Hey everybody, how you doing? Bruce here, traveling with Bruce. Just frantically trying to set things up here. News of the day. Is there anything going on? How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the morning after. Hope you're doing okay out there in the United States. To all my friends in the USA, it's been a long night. I'm sure for a lot of you out there. It's been a long night for me. I'll tell you, I was up late last night. I just can't go to bed when the elections are on. I love watching that stuff. But I thought I would go live today because I've got a bunch of news for you as to what's going on out there. And I figured, why don't I fill you in on the latest cruise and travel news as I frantically set up my iPhone here. Just pardon me. Folks are checking in quickly. I think I only gave about 5 minutes notice that I was going to go live. So thanks of those of you who are finding me right now live. Those of you who are joining me on the rerun later when it's convenient for you. Welcome to Traveling with Bruce. I love talking about cruise ships, travel news, what's going on out there. We've had just an unbelievable 24 hours, 48 hours, and it just never ends. The fun never ends. Welcome all. Those of you who were here yesterday, you know, or you will remember that I mentioned yesterday that my channel is having all kinds of problems with YouTube monetization right now, and to update those of you who are curious about this, because you deserve to know. The reason I keep begging for donations is because. Yesterday, the demonetization accelerated further. As of September the 15th, I started running into demonetization issues with commercials, and the folks at YouTube in about the 2nd of October took away all my advertising revenue from September 15th to the end of the month. Yesterday, November the 2nd, so a month later, they began to remove all of my monetization earned from ad views. So all the advertising you've seen on my channel for all of October has been removed from my channel. So you saw the ads, you got the ads. I produced the merchandise, I produced the videos, I did the live shows, the ads played on my broadcasts, on my videos. And YouTube all through October was telling me how much money I was making each day and each day and each day. And then on November the 2nd, they just took it all away. They just eliminated it. They said that there were invalid clicks happening on my channel, and all my advertising was eliminated, erased from existence. And I have absolutely no income from YouTube advertising whatsoever for the month of October and 2 weeks of September. That's now 6 straight weeks that I am working for free for YouTube after the fact. And I have no way to appeal this. I'm a YouTuber with 60,900 subscribers, and they're $1 trillion corporation over at Google. And guess who's going to win that one? I can't even afford to talk to him about it. So just to show you, kind of where things are at. These are my advertisements that I've been paid for, or I'm going to be paid for. Over here, where you see these bars, this is the first 2 weeks of the end of August and the first 2 weeks of September. And then you'll notice, if I can hold this steady enough, long enough, you'll see that after September, right over to the end over here. So I'm going to have to switch hands. Sorry. So from there to there, that's all of October now gone. And the little bar at the very end, those little ones, that's the first 2 days of November. So at the moment, they're saying, oh, you made advertising revenue. These are the number of ads that were placed on your channel, and you'll be paid for those at the end of November. I can tell you right now that's not going to happen. They're going to take that away too. What they do is they wait till the end of the month. Then a couple of days into the new month, they, quote, review the channel activity. And if they deem that your channel is up to something, and I have no idea what I'm up to, I'm just talking to you guys about cruising, they then determine whether or not you're going to get paid or not. And since September 15th, I have not been paid. And I've had thousands of dollars removed from my channel. And so what I've been doing on these with my channel now is, because I am scrambling as I am, I've decided that I will do live update shows like this to kind of give you the latest cruise news and travel news. Ask for your support, and this is the way to do it right here. Anyone who wants to support this channel and keep me on the air, this is how it's going to happen. Or become a sponsor member of my channel, because I still get paid my sponsor memberships. That has nothing to do with advertising. Or if you're a premium member of YouTube, you're paying YouTube $10 a month to not get ads. About $5.50 of that money that you're paying every month to YouTube, that goes into a pot for creators. And for every minute you watch me, I get a percentage of that money. So if I get 10% of your view time for the month, I get 55 cents from you out of the $5.50, out of the $10 that you're paying. If that makes any sense to you. That's actually more valuable than advertising, believe it or not. That's a higher rate per 1,000 views. Because right now, for every 1,000 views that I have on YouTube, I get nothing from YouTube. Zip. And I have no one to talk to. There's no 800 number. No one calls me. No one emails me. They just take it away. I'm looking at all kinds of other YouTubers out there who are having all kinds of problems like this. I am not alone. It is an issue, but we as creators are helpless to do anything about it other than just sit here and go, I don't know what's happening. So I can only be honest with you as to what's going on with this channel, and that's what's happening. All right. So yesterday, about 7 of you sent me a donation on PayPal. And then an 8th person made a donation last evening because you saw the rerun and you saw this link. And I want to thank all of you for that. It was just so humbling to have that happen. Someone else picked up something from RedBubble, the RedBubble store I have, where you can pick up merchandise like these shirts or my coffee mugs. You can pick up all kinds of stuff. Someone made a purchase last night on RedBubble, and I get a royalty every time somebody buys something on the RedBubble store. Thank you for that. Cheers to all of you. Caffeine-free Diet Coke. In honor of all of you who are supporting Traveling with Bruce from around the world, including Germany. I got a new viewer yesterday from Germany who sent me a donation, and I want to thank you. Now, those of you who become sponsor members, just before I get into the news, I will send you a postcard from Creston. I have these custom-made Traveling with Bruce postcards that we've put together. Jennifer and I put these together. I will send this anywhere in the world. If you become a sponsor member of this channel at 33 cents a day is your cost, you're going to get one of these. All I need is your mailing address, which I'll get off you if you send me a private email. Those of you who make a donation to this channel through my PayPal link right here, $10 or more US, automatically you get one of these. Just when you make your payment with PayPal, give me your name and address, and it's on the way. Thank you, all of you who have been just stepping up to help me out, keep me going. As I say, we are scrambling here. I do not know how long this is going to last between my channel and the YouTube analytics situation. I have no idea. Is this a 30-day thing? Because it's already 6 weeks, so it can't be that. Is it permanent? Is it, I don't know. Are they going to escalate things? People are asking me, hey, do you think that you might be kicked off? And it's a possibility that they may escalate it. They might say, we're not going to let you do any monetization at all through YouTube, which means people can't send you super chats, which you can still do if you wish. But we're not going to let you do that, or we're not going to let you have sponsor members because you're going to be kicked out of that program. We'll let you broadcast all you want. We'll let you put all kinds of content on all you want. You can work 12 hours a day like you do now and make all kinds of content for us for nothing. They could do that, and then I would be left with this because YouTube can't interfere with this. This is an outside donation to PayPal, direct to me. I get 98% of the proceeds you send to PayPal, and they can't bother with that. But if they kick me off, they could always do that. Well, and then I'll have to find another platform to work from, but I really prefer to be here. I really enjoy YouTube. I really love it. I love seeing my videos do great things. I love getting the interaction with you folks on YouTube. I know it's easy for you to find me and all that. So I'll do the best I can with what I got. But right now, folks, we are getting kicked from behind here. We do not know who's kicking us. I was hoping, I'm praying that the election is over, and I'm hoping now that things go back to maybe a more of a normal state. I was thinking to myself, is it possible that the interference that I've run into is from bots overseas because of political ads on my channel? Because a lot of you have been telling me you've been getting political ads on my channel, and I'm wondering maybe there's something there. I'm reaching at straws, honestly, to try to figure out what's going on. So anyway, any of you know anything more, I'd be more than happy to hear you out. Please let me know what you think. Folks, a bunch of you are here. I'm going to try to say hi to you, as many of you as I can, as soon as I finish the news of the day, because those of you who've tuned in, you deserve to get the news of the day, cruise news and travel news. And I've got a bunch here, so let me get on it. Again, thank you for any and all of you who are making a donation to this channel. You're keeping me on the air. It is down to that where I cannot live off of what YouTube is doing to us. We've lost 80% of our revenues, 85% of our revenues because of YouTube actions, and I cannot tell you why it's happening. All right, well, let's go to the news of the day. First of all, we mentioned this a little bit yesterday, but it bears repeating. CLIA, the Cruise Line International Association, or CLIA, they call themselves, they have now officially joined the party with regards to voluntarily canceling all cruises till the end of the year. They used to be, well, earlier in the year, they would be ahead of the CDC. They had back in, oh gosh, I think back in April or May, they voluntarily went to like June, July. And then by June, July, they voluntarily said we won't cruise out of the US until the end of October or end of November. And now they're doing it to the end of December. And so basically CLIA has confirmed everything we already know, that there will be no sailings out of US ports through any of the CLIA members, which pretty well covers virtually all cruise lines. I mean, there's a handful that aren't part of it. And they mentioned in their press release, and you believe me, they have lobbyists in Washington, CLIA. They have lobbyists. We're mentioning in their little release that they believe that since March of this year, since the shutdown happened, they believe that $25 billion in economic activity has been lost, and 164,000 US jobs have been lost as well. The annual economic activity they believe that they bring to the table, that the cruise lines associated with CLIA bring to the table in the United States on an annual basis, is $53 billion of economic activity, and 421,000 jobs depend on cruise ships sailing out of California, Texas, Louisiana, Florida, Virginia, New York, Massachusetts, and anywhere else, including obviously San Juan, Puerto Rico, U.S. territory. We're talking about airlines that depend on cruise passengers, hotels, car rental agencies, restaurants, and all kinds of other businesses that will benefit from having an association with and a connection to the cruise lines. Absolutely amazing. So 53 billion in economic activity per year, 421,000 jobs, and they too would love to get sailing back up and running again, but it's going to have to be safe, and we're just going to have to wait and see if this, how this is going to play out. Other news: Disney Cruise Lines, they officially announced the no surprise news. They too are canceling cruises guaranteed to the end of the year. So if there were any cruises booked or allowed on Disney that were still running through December, they're all gone, and they will advise us going forward what happens next. American Airlines. I have news from American Airlines. They announced yesterday that they are canceling 100,000 flights for December. 100,000 flights on American Airlines will be canceled for the month of December. That's half, approximately, of all flights that American was going to operate in December will not be running whatsoever. Only 36% occupancy for all airlines in the US is being utilized at this time. And people are afraid to go into airplanes and travel from place to place because of what? We know, the virus. And so this guarantees that There will not be a hiring spree from American Airlines. The future, unfortunately, at the moment is continued layoffs, furloughs. It just doesn't look good at American. And it doesn't look good at United or Delta or other airlines, of course, because when your business is at 36%, you're bleeding money. You are bleeding money. Airlines need to be running at about 90% of normal to basically make any money, because they are so leveraged financially to their bankers for all the leases they have on their aircraft. They're a cash flow business. They need the money in so the money can go out, and there's a sliver left over in profits, but they are going into a sea of red ink right now, and it doesn't look good. Despite the fact that the stock market is up today, means nothing. The stock market is up today because there aren't riots in the streets. But the reality is business travel is at virtually zero, and that's all the gravy for the airlines. Business travelers buy tickets at the last minute. They make changes all the time and used to pay those fees. They would buy business class seats or first class seats. That's mainly business travelers. And then the rest of us are sort of in the back of the plane with economy or economy plus, and a few of us would be upgraded to business if there was room in business class because we had enough points. There's a very few members of the general public that actually go up to business class. It's the business traveler that the airlines make the money from. The front third of the aircraft pays virtually everything, and then the back 2/3 we're just extra cash. That's all we are. In any event, business travel is completely shut down. It's virtually non-existent, and more people in the working world, what are they doing? They're working from home, and they're not traveling, and this is going to continue. All right. Other news: Key West, Florida, big story. Yesterday during the election, there were propositions all over the United States, and in Key West, Florida, they were talking about whether or not to allow large cruise ships and cruise ship passengers into the Key West port area. And the citizens of that area have responded overwhelmingly saying, no, thank you. They do not want any ships over 1,300 passengers in size. And they do not want any ships coming into the area where they're going to drop off over 1,500 passengers during the day. So if two ships show up and each ship has 1,000 passengers, the maximum allowable passenger visits for the day is 1,500. That's $750 a ship, or however that's going to be divvied out. That basically shuts off almost all large cruise ships from all the cruise lines that are out there. So even with reduced capacity, if we're talking about a cruise ship that can normally handle 3,000 passengers coming to Key West and they're at 50% occupancy, they're not allowed in because they've got 1,500 passengers versus the 1,300 limit. This is going to make a dramatic difference on so many levels to so many people. Now, on the one hand, those who voted no, they're going to be happy because their little area is going to remain quieter. They're full-time residents, most likely, and they're retirees, most likely. They're not necessarily living off of the local economy necessarily. On the other side, the losers will be all the business owners, all of the restaurants, the bars, the sightseeing operators, the tour operators, the port area, taxi cab drivers. I mean, on and on and on. For business, it's a disaster because you've just cut off one of the most lucrative areas of cash flow coming in almost year-round, certainly in the wintertime, and you've shut it down. And so there will be bankruptcies, or let's put it this way, businesses that have closed up in Key West because of the virus and we're hoping to reopen again when the virus was knocked off, vaccines created, whatever, will probably not reopen. They're going to look at the numbers and go, our tourism counts in 2021, 2022, and so on will be way down by maybe half, 3/4, 2/3. I don't know the actual number, but it'll be substantial. and that could be the knife, the cut that does them in. And like I said, there will be winners, and there will be people who feel they've won and people who feel they've lost. I also believe another group that is celebrating are the environmentalists, because the Greens were pushing very hard to ban cruise ships. And don't think this is the last one you're going to hear of these guys. They're going to take the success of Key West, and now they're going to go to community after community to force plebiscite votes all over the United States. Don't think this is a Florida issue. This is not a Key West issue. This is a USA full-blown, forward-going issue that I feel you are going to hear a lot about, where the quality of life argument will be used against cruise ships coming to ports. But in reality, deep down, you got the Greens, the Sierra Club members, and the environmentalists who are going to say, these polluting machines have to be banned everywhere, and this is one way to do it. And so Miami is quite happy having cruise ships come and go, Fort Lauderdale with their port, Port Canaveral with their port, but the surrounding areas control the votes, and they control the positions of commissioners at these ports, and they also dictate what these ports will be licensed to be able to do. And so town councils and city councils may become overrun by outside groups forcing plebiscites, well-funded outside groups. I mean, seriously well-funded. And this could create a massive problem for cruise lines, cruise ship passengers, you and me. We may find that we're not welcome as visitors to many, many communities because of organized plebiscite vote arrangements that are going to be done. I'm just saying, I'm telling you what I saw, what I'm hearing, what I need, what I see, and here's what I think is going on. And watch out, California, Oregon, and Washington states. They're coming. There are going to be plebiscites all over the place, and I don't know how successful they're going to be, but this is going to be a weapon that's going to be brought out by a number of groups. Okay, that's Key West news. News out of Italy today. The latest I'm getting now is that the virus counts in Europe, as we know and we've heard, have not been good. They've been pretty bad. But we're now hearing that in Italy, the Italian government at the moment, through their maritime law and organizations, they are not yet shutting down cruises to Italian ports for cruise ships at the moment. They are trying to say to the public, we're satisfied with the way the cruise lines are implementing their safeguards and health protocols on cruise ships, and we're prepared to keep working with them, even though Italy itself has got breakouts all over the place, and the same with Spain and France and now Germany and the UK, with lockdowns and everything else being done and curfews being proposed. But at the moment, cruise ships are still exempt out of Italy, so that keeps MSC going. Costa was going, but they've shut down voluntarily because they've got issues. Was there one more cruise line? I'm trying to remember if there's another cruise line in Italy that was having issues. I'm not seeing that. I thought I made a note on that. In any event, oh yeah, MSC, Costa, and AIDA. That's right, AIDA. So AIDA is the German cruise line. Well, they cater to German tourists, and they've backed off from Italy at the moment. Costa has backed off. Only MSC is sailing on, I think, one or two ships. And at the moment, Italy is not going into a full national lockdown, but that could change at any time. All right, that's Italy news. Apparently, though, that the one cruise line, TUI Cruise Line, which is a TUI is a huge a tour operator in Europe, Germany-based, basically, I believe with UK offices. They run cruise ships. They also run all-inclusive resorts. TUI today canceled all of their cruises to nowhere, leaving Keil, Germany, which is near, I believe, near Hamburg. They canceled all remaining cruises to the end of the year for sailing into the North Sea and back. they're finished. The German government has basically made it virtually impossible for them to operate those at the moment because of the lockdown and the spread of the virus. But TUI insists that they are still operating cruises to the Canary Islands at the moment. I don't know exactly how many ships we're talking about, and I strongly suspect that the cruises start and end in the Canary Islands. I don't believe they start in Germany and they go all the way down there and come all the way back. I think these ships are limited to the Azores and the Canary Islands off the coast of Portugal and North Africa, and they're just sailing there because even Spain is allowing cruises to continue on Spanish islands there at the moment. But the mainland of Spain is shut down, Germany is shut down, the United Kingdom is shut down, France is shutting down, Italy is in this flux. And so the whole Mediterranean area is in a real mess. And cruise lines, unfortunately, are not able to find anywhere to go sailing at. They can't seem to find anywhere they can go to have passengers get on and off ships. The U.S. situation right now, it'll still take a couple of days to figure out the final tallies from the presidential election. And as I've been saying all along, if Trump is reelected, if the current administration stays in, then it's possible there will be cruising starting in a limited way out of Florida and elsewhere. However, if the other side comes in and squeaks in, then there could be all kinds of policy announcements coming up very shortly and towards the end of this month and the next month that could indicate to us that the CDC's wish, where they wanted cruising to be halted until at least next February, March of 2021, but they were overruled by the White House, that will likely be the new policy. And that could, again, shut cruising down in the USA until March of 2021. And that's 5 more months. And even then, no guarantees of a reopening, because we do not know for sure the vaccine situation with the virus. There is no guarantee start date for that, and February, March is the height of the cold and flu season. I mean, it's still winter, and so if it's going to be a serious wave through that season, it'll still be ongoing at that time. And the election did not stop the virus, by the way. In case any of you thought that on the 3rd of November there would be no virus anymore, I got bad news for you. There were 94,000 cases yesterday. They're expecting worse numbers going forward. The virus is still around because it doesn't vote and it doesn't participate in politics. It just invades people and tries to kill them. That's all it does. It wants to live, and it doesn't care who it hurts to do it. And the virus has no feelings, no emotions. Kind of like the Terminator. You can't be reasoned with, can't be bargained with. The virus just does what it does, and there you have it. Anyway, so there you go, folks. There's a bit of a news update for you today for November the 4th, 2020. If you have any comments, questions, let me know. I'll try to get to them. Again, thank you for your support of this channel through Super Chats, through Super Stickers, and through PayPal donations. Thank you for keeping me on the air. You might see an advertisement on this channel for this show. You might get ads, but I can tell you right now, I'm not being paid for them. People have asked me, why don't you just turn off the advertising then? Why don't you just shut it off? My worry is if I shut it off, it may never be able to be brought back on. So I'm kind of leaving it alone to not mess with the analytics of the channel. I'm not a vindictive kind of guy. I know that if YouTube doesn't pay me, they don't get paid. They're not charging the advertisers for this exposure, which is a bit of a shame for them and definitely for me. But I can't reason with them because there's no one to reason with. I'm alone here in a living room in Creston, British Columbia. Tracy, thank you so much. I just saw a PayPal donation kick in. It just hit my screen. Thank you, Tracy, very much for your PayPal donation. That's really nice of you. As I say, I can't talk to YouTube about it. There's no one to call. They don't have an 800 number, and they only talk to creators that are large enough to worry about. And at 60,900 subs, as impressive as a number as that is, I think it's great. In the YouTube world, I'm a puny little speck that doesn't really have to be paid attention to. And so I'm left to my own devices. And so my devices are to appeal to you directly for help to keep me going. And Tracy, that's exactly what I'm what I'm praying for, is that some of you will take mercy on this poor YouTuber's soul and try to keep him going, because we have been really hit hard here. Jennifer and I have now lost 6 weeks of income from YouTube, and we don't have any idea why, because the reasoning we get from watching YouTube videos and other people's problems it's a very generic term, and it's undefinable, and there is no specific way of me finding out what actually happened and how and from where. I worry that it's overseas interference, overseas bots that have just somehow caught onto this channel, probably with many more, and we've been messed with somehow. And YouTube believes, or the YouTube artificial intelligence computer believes that that I am personally doing this. That it's that creator. He's messing with some people overseas, and he's doing some click stuff on the ads. And I'm just going, what does that mean? I don't even know. I don't create ads for YouTube. I don't sell ads for YouTube. I don't place ads for YouTube. I don't show ads to you for YouTube. I just do this. I sit in front of my computer with a camera in it, and I talk to you about what's going on in the cruise world. And I try to have a good time here with everybody. They do all that. That's their job. That's how they make money. They take content and they expose it, and they put advertising with it. That's what they do. Now, if there are issues with bots and clicks and stuff, I don't know what the heck's going on. How am I supposed to know this? I'm totally in the dark on this one, kids. I am being abandoned by these guys. And on the one hand, they're admitting that there are issues with improper clicks. But on the other hand, they're not taking responsibility for it, and they put the onus on the creator, like as if I control this stuff. Like, really? Really? So I'm just trying to survive, man. So again, thank you for those of you who have sent me PayPal donations so far. Those of you who are becoming sponsor members. We are now at 56 sponsor members. That's the highest I've ever had. A month ago, we were at 42. To give you an idea, we've added 14 sponsor members in the last 3-4 weeks. That is a huge deal for me. It is a big deal to get a sponsor member, because you're making a monthly commitment to my channel at 33 cents a day. And for that, I am delivering 2 live shows just for sponsor members every Monday at 7 o'clock Eastern, Friday at 3 in the afternoon, with live trivia every Friday. And I also, we have emojis that you get to use, and I do occasional videos. I'll be doing more videos just for sponsor members going forward as a thank you from me to you. And usually it's sort of behind the scenes stuff that's happening here in Creston. We have a little bit of fun with that. I can do any kind of video I want for you, so it doesn't have to be boring cruise news or anything like that. I can just talk about whatever, and I enjoy doing that. So there you have it. I want to say hi to some folks. Say hi to me. If you can throw a thumbs up on these live shows, I would really appreciate it. We really need thumbs ups to engage the viewers, let them know we're up and alive. Jeremy is here from Montreal checking in. I haven't seen Jeremy in a long time. How you doing, man? Rob Slevin, sponsor member. His name is highlighted in green. He's got an emoji beside his name. Rob, got my postcard. Fantastic. All sponsor members are getting their postcards. I've been mailing them out. I got another batch to go today. I will have, by the end of today, a mailbox set up for Traveling with Bruce, that if you want to send any donations by mail, or send me a Christmas card, or send Jennifer and I anything for Christmas, we'll have an address for you posted on the channel, hopefully tonight. and keep an eye open for it. I'll be promoting it on my going forward videos as well. Maggie is saying, hey, Bruce. Danielle Fields, hello, everybody. Maggie R, hello from the UK. Welcome from the UK. Welcome those of you who are here from Europe. I'm glad you're all here. This is absolutely wonderful that you could join me today. Being on as early as I am today, this gives everyone a chance from Europe to pop in and say hi. This gives people a chance from Australia to say hi before they go to bed. And again, I want to welcome all of you to TWB from around the world. I'm really glad you're here to join me today for this live update show. 149 of you are here, and that is absolutely awesome. Not bad for a guy who didn't give any notice at all. I was going to go on. JT Fa is saying hello. How you doing? Nick B, good morning. Hello, Nick. Rebecca Reimer, another sponsor member, is in the house, checking in from beautiful Lexington, North Carolina. Welcome. David Spadoni, hi, Bruce. It's early for you. Yes, it is. Stephanie Dory, morning, Bruce. I need the distraction. I hear you. So do I. Stephanie is a sponsor member, and she's recovering from a stroke a little while ago and getting stronger every day. Stephanie, you keep it going. I'm really glad you're here today. Kathy Mills, good afternoon. Well, almost on the East Coast near Charlotte, North Carolina, working at home. Got to be afternoon now because it's 10:20 here. It's got to be 12:20, so good afternoon. Gabriella, hello from Canada. Welcome, Gabriella. Hey, Mikey's my spirit animal. Good morning, Bruce. What a pleasant surprise. Welcome to the show today. Mermaid, okay. Mickey, Biden Harris, there we go. Wendy, hello from Sean and Wendy. Welcome, Wendy and Sean. Nice of you to join me this morning. Glad you're here. And let's not talk politics. Absolutely. Ron, geez, leave that at home. Absolutely. So sorry you're going through this. It's just not fair. And I know very frustrating for you and Jennifer. You got that right. It's so puzzling. Please give the thumbs ups to Bruce. Let me know how I'm doing. Anybody watching my thumbs ups count, let me know how many I'm getting. Stephanie, yes. Mickey, my spirit animal. Biden, keep hope alive. Let's not talk politics. Jeremy, is this happening with other cruise creators? I don't know. I don't know if this exact specific thing is happening with cruise creators. I can't answer that. I know that there are YouTubers out there saying we got 68 thumbs up, by the way. Thank you. YouTuber creators saying they're having issues with ad rates. I do know that. I know that ad rates have been down lately, but in our case, even in October when we were theoretically being paid, I would normally see an ad rate of about $10 to $12 a thousand come through to my channel, which translates to 55% of that it would come to the creator. So let's say it's $10 to make this really easy. At a $10 CPM, cost per thousand, I would get $5.50 for every 1,000 views or every 1,000 advertised views on average. There's all kinds of advertising you'll see in my videos. You'll see banner ads sometimes. You'll see the ad at the beginning. Sometimes you get an ad in the middle, 10 minutes in, 5 minutes into a show, or at the end. And these, Charles Spencer, thank you. I got your PayPal. It just hit. I just landed here. Thank you, Charles. So these ads they appear in various formats, and they have different CPMs to the person buying them or the organization buying the ad. If you want to get my ad, if you want to get an ad on my channel before I go on a video or a live show, that's the most expensive ad there is, especially if you demand it. You say, I want to buy that ad. I want 15-second mandatory. They got to watch 15 seconds before they can click off. That's the most expensive ad. The cheapest is a banner ad, those little banner ads, because eventually they kind of fade out and then they disappear. But anyway, and when it's all averaged out, it might be a $10 per advertisement rate for 1,000 views. I then get $5.50 for every 1,000 impressions, ad impressions. That's normal. That's August. That was then, okay? In October, while they were still, quote, telling me I was making money, my ad rate was about $4 a thousand. So I was getting $2.20 for every 1,000 impressions. Instead of $5.50, I was getting $2.20. That's the first problem. The second problem, in August, when I had 1,000 views of a video, I would have received about 800 to 850 ads displayed. So I would have made about $4, $4.25 clear on 1,000 views, 800 ads, $10 a thousand. October, we went from 800 to 850 views for commercials per 1,000 to about 400. And at 400, which is 40% of normal, and at only 220,000, I'm getting, I'm getting a buck. I'm getting $1. Like 1,000 views would make me like $1, whatever. It was pennies, and all of that was removed anyway. I got zero because as of yesterday, they erased it all. They just said they didn't say anything. They just systematically erased it, and I was taking screenshots on my phone. Every hour, I would notice more and more of the ads disappeared, and the money went down. The money went down. The money went until the ad rate went to zero. No revenue, no CPM, no exposures. As far as YouTube is concerned, no one saw an ad on my channel in October. I know you saw ads in October because you were telling me the ads you were getting in October. I'm asking you, are you getting ads on my channel? And you were saying, oh yeah, here's who's advertising. And you were naming off the actual brands. First class S&P 500 companies are advertising on this channel because the viewers of this channel are high-end viewers. You guys are the cream of the cream. I don't advertise and attract 13-year-old gamers to this channel. That's not my audience. My audience is 45 to 75 and older, and these are folks that have discretionary income, retirees, cruisers, travelers. This is who advertisers really want to get advertising to, including your politicians. They're not my politicians, your politicians in the USA. But it didn't matter. All of it got eliminated, and no views, no ads, no CPM, no revenue, no explanation, no appeal. It's done. And so I am left with channel membership for those 56 of you who are sponsor members. Premium views, those of you who are paying $10 a month not to get ads, I get a little bit of money from you for that, and donations. And super stickers and super chat on the live shows. If you're making a super chat today, I'll get 70% of that. If you're making a donation to PayPal, which will be right here, if you're making a donation to PayPal, I get 98% of what you send there. 98 versus 70% on a super chat. Not telling you which way to go, but I'm telling you that super chat gives me 70 cents on the dollar. And this gives me 98 cents on the dollar. And so one is worth a lot more to me than the other, and it's instantaneous. The minute you send it on this, I get the funds transferred into my PayPal account in 10 minutes, 5 minutes. It's there. I can literally go to my bank machine and withdraw money an hour from now if I needed to. So that's how important this is becoming to us. But I don't mind super chats and I don't mind sponsor memberships. I'm just telling you right now. However it comes in, I'm happy. But I'll tell you, the ad side looks bad. It looks absolutely depressing. Maggie, I can't believe YouTube will not give you the reason for all this. Not great PR. I agree. Mikey, hello, Stephanie. I hope you're well. Ron Clark said, leave the politics at home. I concur. Chuck Spencer, that's crazy that YouTube is doing this. Politics aside, I've gotten a ton of political ads over the past month, and they paid Google a ton of money. They did, just a ton of money. Kirk, hey, Bruce. Kirk from New York City here. Lunchtime hour at work. Welcome, buddy. Let's see. I'm going to try to skip political ads. If anyone's making messages to political, I'm going to try to skip it because I really don't want to encourage that. I hope it all works out quickly. I'll visit the RedBubble shop. Thank you. If you're picking up a T-shirt or anything else, I get a royalty. Please support the channel any way you can. Let's see here. Mikey, I like what you're saying to Mermaid. Stephanie, no problem. If someone doesn't want to see politics, I understand it's everywhere. Silent praise. I would rather cruise. Let's see. Kirk is saying, hi there, Mickey. Lonnie, the deep state has declared war on the industry. I would rather be on a cruise. Let's see. James, just joined. Did you talk about TUI stopping cruising? I did. I did talk about TUI stopping cruising. The cruises to nowhere have been canceled effective immediately. And they are still claiming that they are sailing in the Canary Islands, those islands off of North Africa. I think the cruises start and end from there. And so I think Europeans can take those trips, but they have to fly there. They probably have to go through some kind of testing, and then from there, I don't know what happens. And then coming home, I don't know what happens. But yeah, that's all I know. Gabriella wants to know, can you tell me why the stocks for cruises are still up, even though there are no cruising? Let me take a look at cruise share stocks right now. Here we are right here. At this very moment, Royal Caribbean is up 51 cents a share. It's been up and down today. Over at Norwegian, they're down 6 cents a share. They're kind of breaking even. They were higher this morning. And at Carnival, they're down a nickel a share right now. They were up and down this morning as well. So the cruise lines are kind of breaking even here. A lot of people are trying to figure out what does this mean, the suspension of sailings till the end of December. And with the election the way it is, what's going to happen? Once we have final clarity on that, then this will react. But I got to tell you, by the way, the Dow right now is up 789 points. I think, again, because certain sectors are doing well today, but the real reason for this, there are no riots in the streets. There are no out-of-control militias running around with AK-47s. All seems calm. And this is good for business. This is good for everything. And so foreign money is coming in because the U.S. looks like it's calm. It looks like it's mature. It's going to be all right. We hope. We'll see what's going on. So we'll see what's going on. Let's see. Marty is saying, I think the fact that political ads were generally a few seconds long made a difference to your payments from your tube, which hopefully will change. We'll see. I've got nothing. All the ads, nothing. I don't see this will be a long term when they see how much money they will lose as really creative. I sure hope so. Let's see. Can we get an aluminum hat emoji? Good morning, Bruce from Debbie Emanuel. Hi, Debbie. Welcome to the channel and the live show today, the live update on what's going on out there. Glad you're here. Maggie's laughing. Perhaps you need to have a really good virus scan. Donnell is here. Hi, Bruce and all TWB fans. I accidentally discovered you're live. Hope to get a surprise back payment from YouTube someday. However, unlikely. I think so too. I think it's gone. It's gone. Donnell, morning, Debbie. It's 5:18 p.m. in the afternoon here. A big hi from me to you. Debbie, hire sponsor members due to trivia on Fridays. People love trivia, and we do have a good time on the trivia show. That will be 3 o'clock this Friday afternoon. The next sponsor member hangout show, live cruise news and trivia. That'll be 3 in the afternoon Eastern time, 9 o'clock in the UK in the evening. It's a perfect way to cap off a week, and we really have fun. We unwind and have a good time. And those of you who would like to join in, it's simple. Just join this channel as a sponsor member and hang out with us. We do have a good time with that. Donnell is throwing all kinds of thumbs ups. Let's give Bruce thumbs ups. Chuck Spencer saying, hey, Bruce. Connor saying, I've been on over 35 cruises. Gabriella's giving Bruce's thumbs ups from Toronto. Welcome from TO. Nice to have you here. I went to college in Toronto, George Brown College. The Spadina Casaloma campus, Spadina and Bloor is where I went to college. And I studied watchmaking. I became a watchmaker in 1976 and 77 I graduated. And interesting 3 years doing that. Those were the days. I'm a lot younger then. Nikki, hi from Jacksonville. Lisa, hi from Florida. Donnell, hi Donnell from Debbie. I'm glad to see you doing these evening hours. Glad to see you here. Lisa, Bruce, 68 thumbs ups. Gary, hi Bruce, came on late. I got to catch a rerun. Thanks, Gary, for being here and your support. Robert, 68 up, 1 down as of 12:22 Central Time. So about 11 minutes ago, we had 68 thumbs ups. Keep them coming, folks. If you can throw thumbs ups our way, that would be great. If any of you can make donations to this channel through PayPal, I cannot thank you enough for that. We do have 2 that have come in today, and thank you to both of you for this. Make sure when you send a donation, make sure I get your address so that I can also get you a postcard. If it's more than $10 US, I would be more than happy to send you a postcard from Creston, British Columbia, custom made from TWB. Okay, let's see. Who else is here? Stephanie, great news. I was hoping for an address for you too, Bruce. Houston is sunny, clear 68. It's lovely here. There'll be an address available for this channel late tonight or tomorrow. I should be getting ready. Robert is saying that's Connecticut. Mickey is saying you're welcome, Bruce. She gave me the donation on PayPal, the first one. And she's saying to me, you are welcome. Thank you, Tracy, so much for your support today. Wanda, hi, Bruce, just coming on from Diamond Bar. Just joined yesterday. I saw that. You're now a sponsor member. You're my newest, latest, greatest sponsor member. And Wanda, I hope you can join me Friday at 3 in the afternoon for trivia. And, of course, Monday, 7 o'clock Eastern. In the evening for the regular Monday hangout as well. This is great. The sponsor members are coming in. This is beautiful. Welcome aboard, Wanda. Let's see. MG Toe saying, don't cruise until it's safe. Lawrence, hello from Puerto Rico. Welcome. Let's see. People's Republic of San Francisco. Do we need to pay Google and YouTube a visit for you, Bruce? They're just down the street. I could just go see these guys. Well, if you happen to know anyone that works at YouTube, and you can have a little chat with them over like a coffee, and just kind of mention, I'm a real fan of this guy, and there's something happening to this guy that's just not right. Maybe they could take a look at it and just see, and then let you know what they hear, and then you could kind of let me know what you hear, and that would be great, because if anyone knows anybody at YouTube or Google, anybody knows anybody at these places, for them to find out on my behalf what the hell is going on, I would really appreciate that. Albert, hi from Santa Clarina, Brazil. Albert, welcome from Brasilia. This is awesome. Alex is saying hi to us, or Alexis. Hi, Alexis. Donnell, I missed the live show last Friday, but I enjoyed the show on trivia when I watched the rerun. Looking forward to getting a postcard, Bruce. On the way, my man. Let's see here. I am jealous. Lawrence would love to be in Puerto Rico right now, especially on a cruise ship. And Alexis is saying hi to us. Again, thank you, all of you who are here, who joined me today. We still have 100 of you hanging around. It's absolutely wonderful of you to be here. Thank you for all of your encouraging words. I really appreciate it. We are... we're down a little bit. There's no question about it. When you get beat up like this for a reason you can't understand, it makes it tough. And Jen is just throwing her hands up in the air, going, "What now? Now what?" There's always an issue. Seems to be an issue with YouTube, and we just kind of go, I don't know. Are we not working hard enough? 12 hours a day, 7 days a week just isn't enough to make this channel work. What can I say? I'm doing all I can with what little I have. Again, thank you again today for being here. And Olivia, hi, my name is Olivia. Today is my cousin's 11th birthday. His name is Matthew. Happy birthday, Matthew, 11 years old. Way to go. If Uber and Lyft were able to play yes, prop ads, non-stop videos, they need to pay up. Okay, Albert, my MSC Seaview, sleeping since February in Santos, Brazil. Yes, I hear you there. Morning, Bruce. Morning, where I'm located. Anyway, sorry to ask if you could please repeat your PayPal address. The PayPal address is right here. You can also find it down below on almost all videos. I don't know if I have it down right now in the description, but the show I did yesterday, the videos I did in the last week, you go to the description, you'll find it there. If you go to my channel homepage, you can go to the About section, which there's all kinds of, like it says, videos, community, playlists, hit About, and you'll find a donate button. That's this address right here, and you can make a donation to my channel through PayPal there. Whatever currency you want, and you could set up a frequency thing or just a one-time thing, all up to you. Thank you for even asking to help contribute. I really appreciate it. Then, yes, Debbie, it's a real treat to see how the live show is such an early time. I hope you're having a good week. Hello from Simi Valley. Danielle is saying, can I become a sponsor member through PayPal or Patreon versus YouTube? Don't like YouTube. A blue wall of demonetization. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think so, because the sponsor membership program is through the YouTube ecosystem is the word I'm looking for, I guess. So the YouTube ecosystem handles all of that, and they handle the funds. So even if you sent me the $10 a month, I can't pay it on your behalf. I can't do that. I'm hoping someday that'll happen. Someday where YouTube will say, hey, creator, if you have someone you want to take care of through this, you can do it. It's not established. It's still being built out at the moment. So the only way you can become a sponsor member is to go through the YouTube system, and the YouTube system will handle it. But to help this channel directly, this is the way to do it here. That's the way to go. So yeah, I wish I could help you more, but I can't right now. Thanks for the show. Did you see my picture on Facebook with the postcard? I did, Kirk. You are sitting there smiling with that postcard. Let me just see if I can find it here. Absolutely fantastic. I'm so happy you got the postcard. There it is, right there. I gotcha. Right there on Facebook. Those of you who don't know, I have a Facebook group page called Traveling with Bruce, spelled with 2 L's. If you want to become part of that family, just head on over there, ask to join. I'll let you in. I'm the administrator of that page. We're going to take that Facebook group page and turn it into a private group page, which means I still administer it, and you can join that way as well. But a lot of us hang out there, and when we get our postcards or we get our shirts, folks take photos of themselves, post it on Facebook to let them know they're part of the TWB family. And Kirk is definitely part of the TWB family on a number of levels. And thank you, Kirk, for your support and becoming a sponsor member of way back when, and for all your support of my channel. As you know, I really do appreciate it. There you have it. Hello from Angels 2302. Welcome to the show. Nice to have you here. Final recap for news of the day. The CLIA people, the Cruise Line International Association, has extended their voluntary shutdown to the end of the year, like everyone has done. Disney has shut down till the end of the year, like everyone else has done. American Airlines have cut 100,000 flights from December's schedule. That is half of all flights for December canceled by American Airlines, telling you how few people are traveling this holiday season. That is 50% of all their flights. It's amazing. All airlines right now are flying at 36% capacity as a whole. That is what the transportation department is reporting. 36% at the moment are flying, and I don't see that number getting any better. It's just too scary out there. Key West voters have said no to cruise lines. They have said no to big cruise ships. They have said no. They do not want more than 1,500 people a day getting off any of the cruise ships, no matter how many there are, on a per day limit. They are saying no to the big ships. And as I said earlier, I think this has there's a lot behind this, including, in my opinion, a lot of environmental groups are finding ways to infiltrate the cruise business by making it more and more difficult for cruise ships to operate in various areas of, in this case, the United States. Do not be surprised if in the next election cycle going forward, through state levels, county elections, municipal elections, state elections, national elections, more and more of these plebiscites will start appearing like the measles. They'll just pop up all over the place, where certain interested groups will fund plebiscites to try to oust cruise ships from coming to your neighborhoods. And unfortunately for Key West, on the one hand, Key Westers might be completely deliriously happy by it. On the other hand, there will be economic pain that will be associated with this long term. But hey, your neighborhood is your neighborhood. You make your rules, you make your laws, you pass your plebiscites, but you have to live with the vote you cast. And Key West is now basically going to be ignored by most of the large lines. They won't bother coming. Italy, the government of Italy has not yet gone into a national shutdown, but they're getting closer. Even though they are doing restrictions for bars and restaurants and museums and other public places, they are allowing cruises to continue from Italian ports. So at the moment, the only line running in Italy is MSC. They've got, I think, 2 ships on the go, if I've got that right. They are being allowed to continue with the protocols they have in place. Other cruise lines have tried to sail and have shut it down, and are now wondering whether they're going to start up again at all, because Europe is going into lockdown country by country by country. There's a no sail order in the UK with no startup date. There's a no sail order in Spain for the mainland of Spain. The islands and the Azores are still okay, but other countries are shutting off, including Germany, which meant that today, the other news, TUI has shut down their cruises to nowhere from Keil, Germany. They have shut it down. They're only offering cruises in the Azores and the Canary Islands, and those cruises, I think, start from there and end there, from what I can tell you. That is those are the news stories of the day today. Just got your PayPal address. RM is saying thank you for that. Port guys, though, lose their jobs, they might care. Exactly. MG, stay out of Italy. It's too dangerous. MG does not like Italy. There again is the PayPal address for any of you who would like to support this channel directly. We have been shut down by YouTube for all advertising. They removed all revenue for the last 2 weeks of September. They did that at the beginning of October. And now at the beginning of November, as of yesterday, they took away all my revenue that I had earned for advertising for October. As if the ads never ran. They never ran, Bruce. You'd have no ads showing for October, no CPMs, no revenue for you. The only revenue YouTube now pays me, super chats, super stickers, and sponsor memberships and primetime watchers, which means that 85% of my revenue has evaporated into thin air, and I'm now left with this. I'm now asking on live telecasts, I am asking for donations to my PayPal channel. You can make PayPal donations 24/7, 7 days a week, anytime you wish. You don't have to do it during a live show, but this is what's going to keep Jennifer and I alive. We hope. We've had a few donations today. We had 7 yesterday, and I thank you, all of you who are kind enough to send us a donation to keep us alive. There you have it. I'll have a mailing address up and running shortly, hopefully by the end of the day today. So those of you who would like to send us cards, greetings, gifts, and donations by mail, you can do it starting hopefully tomorrow. And again, we'll take it from there. There it is. That's today's update on what's going on. Thank you, everybody, for spending some time with me today. Have a great day, everybody. Stay warm, stay safe, stay healthy. Remember to social distance. And try to keep calm as we keep moving on, hour by hour, day after day. Okay, guys, that's it. I'm out of here. Thank you for being here, and we'll catch you next time on Traveling with Bruce. Bye for now.